right, everybody, we're here at ANAKEESTA today. They are doing the grand opening for Birdventure and Hellbender. So they're opening it up to the public. It'll be our first look at the inside of Birdventure, which is really exciting. It's the only such attraction in the United States. There's some in other countries, but the only one that's here. So we're really excited and hope you are too. Here we go.
Thank you all so much for being here. I just can't even begin to express how excited that this day is finally here. We're so lucky. I mean, we look out here and we this is our office. This is where we come every day, and winter is kind of on pause. Luckily for us, I think we hit record temperatures yesterday, so I think we can expect that again today. So we're really lucky to be able to showcase all the effort and everything that we've done to make this day possible. What makes our park truly immersive is the fact that you have an opportunity with your family to put down the electronics and just really immerse yourself in the mountains. And it's a natural setting, and what we really, our intention is to have families engage together and kind of reconnect. So we had to keep keeping ourselves fresh, and we wanted to reveal 2 other major projects. So as of about 3 weeks ago, we opened the Hellbender.
Bryce, you've always kind of talked about ANAKEESTA staying true to the mountains and kind of just fitting into the landscape. How does Hellbender do that? I mean, it seems to just to follow right along the contours of the mountains.
Yeah, so I mean, with the mountain coaster, you are following the contours of the mountains, like you said. We're in the woods. I always joke that a lot of the other coasters here in the area, I call them hill coasters, not true mountain coasters. We're on the mountain here. You can see by the steps coming down. So you race down the contours, you hit some 360s, you're in the trees, you have amazing views of LeConte through here. With the big roller coaster, you've got a lot of big steel structure and infrastructure. With our coasters, we try to keep them really feeling like you are, a standalone experience racing through the mountains. We don't have all this massive steel structure. So the ride and the atmosphere is a little bit different, right? Our theming here is the natural mountains, the trees that you're running through. And at nighttime, we're going to add some additional lighting that you can really kind of see the different trees and elements as you're going down through there. So,
thanks, Bryce.
But yeah, we're super excited about the coaster here. It also has a lot higher throughput, by the way, just from a technical perspective. We get to about 25 miles an hour on these coasters here, and it's about 4 times the throughput as the other coaster over here. So we expect to get a lot more people rolling through the coaster, which is great, because we want our guests to not only experience the canopy walk, but we want more of them to see the coasters, which is we have our new coaster pass, which basically you're allowed to ride both coasters. You can ride one and then not the other. So this also has a higher weight capacity, so it's limited about 330 pounds per cart, essentially. So you can ride with your friend, you can ride with your kid, whatever that looks like. So it's a little bit different feeling atmosphere. So theoretical capacity is about 240 per hour. So essentially 1 person every 15 seconds. We have about 32 carts, and we'll add more carts if we have more people in line to just kind of speed them out. So on this coaster here, there can be multiple people on the track at once, because there's essentially distance braking. So if one cart gets too close to the person in front of you, it slows it down. We're actually going to add a really cool camera system on here too, to where it's called Rebel cameras, and they're prototyping some of them in the back right now, actually. But as you're going down, you'll get a video of yourself riding the coaster.
And then the other thing that we're really super excited about is our Birdventure. And we've spent 2 years in planning, design, and actually building Birdventure.
This is our beautiful Birdventure, and I know this is why you're all here. I was telling a little bit at breakfast of how much work has really gone into this just in the last week. It's been a long project, but in the last week, this looks completely different than it did before, and we're very excited for you guys to finally get inside it. I know, especially our influencers, you guys have been great coming here and seeing it through the whole construction process. So now we're almost complete.
You know, we've created a lot of things here at ANAKEESTA. I mean, one of our goals really is to be very unique and be very true to the Great Smoky Mountains, you know, and try to immerse our visitors in the local environment and what's out here. And so we've actually chosen 3 birds that are native here to the Great Smoky Mountains. And we've actually we're going to bring you into their world, and we're going to experience their world. In addition to that, as part of Birdventure, you know, the way I like to look at it is this is their birdhouse. This is where the birds all live. And out there on the ground, you know, what do birds eat? They eat worms, right? Well, these are the worms here on the ground. This is their worm farm, and so there's 7 worms down here. The first one begins right here, and they're all slides. And the slides range from about maybe 25 feet long to almost 50 feet in length. And so they're it's the only they call it the snake farm, or I call it a worm farm. It's the only one that I'm aware of in the United States, honestly. I know the company that built it, this is their first one they've built in the United States. They have several other slide farms like this actually in Europe and other parts of the world, but not in the United States.
Oh, I can feel it slick.
Coming down.
Have Kyle catch me. All right, here goes Eric. Thank you very much.
This is the all-new Birdventure. 7 different slides, and they go really fast.
It's on multiple layers. It's actually about 5 layers high. You've got if you're daring, you can go to the top of the owl house. It's fun. It's exciting to get up there and see it. It's a little bit of a climb to get in there. You got to be a little limber to kind of move up the tower.
Now, Karen Marshall said I wasn't gonna get stuck. Okay.
Get stuck.
I won't get stuck up there.
You have to do the bend.
Okay. All right. I'll get it.
No, I do. I went all the way up there. That's something else.
Melanie, what are you doing?
I'm playing.
Huh?
I'm playing. I'm having a ball in the birdhouse.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm pretty sure I'm setting a record for the fattest guy that's been up here.
I don't know about that.
I'm almost positive. We'll check. We'll see when I get up there.
No, bro, I'll see you.
And then you can also walk in all 3 of the houses themselves. I mean, they all are. They're all themed out based on the individual bird itself, and kind of give you a little bit of a background. We actually went out and did a social media campaign to name all of the birds. We've got our pileated woodpecker. His name is Chisel. The pileated woodpecker, he's about 10 feet in size. That's how big Chisel is, and he is a wood carver. So when you go in his house, you're going to see his carvings and what he does and where he lives. The one in the middle is Albert Einstein. He is our owl. And he is also native to the Great Smoky Mountains, and he's a world traveler, and he's very intelligent, very much of a world traveler. You're going to see his house and the way he lives inside his home. And then finally over here you've got our bluebird, which is also again native to the Great Smoky Mountains in our area, and her name is Harmony Blues. And she is kind of our diva. She's our singer, our songwriter, our performer, basically here at ANAKEESTA.
Oh, you're taking pictures?
I'm actually sending a picture to them.
Oh, wow. Pretty cool.
That is cool.
So you're going to experience all 3 of their homes as you walk through. In addition to that, we've got a series of adventure elements. You've got the first level right here, which looks relatively tame. You'll see when you get over to the second 2, there's a little bit of a wave bridge there to go from one to the next. You go down to the next layer below it. There are 4 elements on that level, which are all they're all exciting little adventure elements, similar to what we have over at Birdventure. So they're also really exciting and really cool. And then when you go to the layer below that, you're now into the world of our worm farm, basically, and that's where we have all of our slides. There's 5 slides that are down at that level, and then you have 2 more slides. The one here that brings you down to that bottom level, and then you have another twisty slide that's also located in level 2 that goes all the way down to the ground too. So, and the slides, they're very exciting.
That about does it for us from Birdventure and ANAKEESTA. Make sure your next Smoky's trip you come up and check it out. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.